With pronounced in the lotus feet of Bhagavan, dear brothers and sisters. Let me begin by saying that I wholeheartedly greet you all on the occasion of Happy Pongal tomorrow. Wish you all a Happy Sankranti Pongal tomorrow. Thank you. Well, I thought of sharing a few points with you on this occasion so that we'll be able to enjoy, that we'll be able to celebrate Pongal in the true spirit as expected of us. Pongal and Sankranti are one and the same. They are not different. Pongal is the name given there in a particular region, Tamil Nadu. In the rest of the country, it is called Sankranti. They are not too different. That's the first point I would like to make it clear. The second, this festival comes at a time of the harvest, when all our granary is full of grains. This is a season of plenty and prosperity. Greenery all around. The farmers are so busy bringing home bags and bags of grain. So this is a harvesting season, a season of celebration, a most beautiful season. And therefore, Sankranti is a celebration of festivity and gaiety, expressing our gratitude to God for all that we have. Sankranti also has another meaning which I would like to draw your attention to. Kranti meaning change. Sankranti, good change. Therefore we should change in such a way that we'll all have good thinking, good thoughts, good behavior, good actions. Sankranti calls for change in our attitude. It is in this season people will have new aspirations, new plans, new ambitions, spiritual goals, and they start sadhana during this season. Sadhana or spiritual practice is started during this season because this period is considered to be most auspicious period. Therefore, those of us who are quite willing to take up to some kind of spiritual sadhana, this is the time. This is the season. Because it leads to its fulfillment. It leads to its goal. It will end in grand success of our spiritual endeavor, our spiritual pursuits, as we call it. Then Sankranti has another meaning. There are 12 months in a calendar year. And sun changes from one house to another house according to Judaic system. According to Judaic system, sun changes from one house to another house during these 12 months. It is in this season, sun changes to Makara or Capricorn. Makara, Capricorn. As sun shifts to this house Makara, it is also called Makara Sankranti. I think I am clear. So, Sankramana meaning change, Makara meaning Capricorn, Makara Sankranti meaning sun shifting to Makara or Capricorn as per the Judaic calendar system. Therefore, this festival is decided on the basis of the movement of the sun. Why? Why? We should all take sun as the hero. Sun is the hero because without him the whole organic world comes to a total halt. The whole creation would be totally annihilated without the sun god. Therefore, sun is the hero who is responsible for the life principle, responsible for the sustenance and the maintenance of the entire universe. So, sun is taken or given a very important position, and depending upon his movement, change or shifting from one house to another, the calendar year is decided. So Sankranti is based on the movement of the sun to the house where Makara, Capricorn, is located. As I told you already, Kranti is the change, Sankranti, good change. There are 3 mythological episodes, events associated with this celebration. After all, what we are doing today is doing some groundwork or homework in preparation for tomorrow's celebration. If you have no idea and sit there, well, it is like any other day. If we know and then celebrate, well, that's altogether different. And celebration will be purposeful, fruitful, and meaningful. One, it is the day Sankranti when Adi Shankara took to sannyasa, total renunciation. Adi Shankara has taken up the sannyasa ashrama, the state of total renunciation, on this day of Sankranti, which means this is an auspicious season, auspicious month. Adi Shankara is responsible for all Vedanta of Sanatana Dharma. We have all spiritual texts composed by him, all spiritual texts suitably interpreted by him. They are all available. The whole humanity should remain grateful to Adi Shankara. And it is on this day he has taken up that sannyasa ashrama, or he has chosen to be a renunciant or an ascetic. That's one. The next episode is this. There is one character by name Bhishma. Bhishma in Mahabharata. Bhishma is a senior most aged person, a man of knowledge, a man of patience, a person of supreme sacrifice. Bhishma meaning determination. The very name is determination. He has determined to follow the path of dharma. Bhishma is known for Shanta Bhakti. He remained at peace during all periods of time, in all seasons, unruffled, totally balanced. Sir. Bhishmacharya is a very important character in Mahabharata. He is not only a warrior, he is also a man of strength, determination and supreme sacrifice. And he is gifted with a peculiar boon or a reward from his father. Bhishma can choose his death. No one can kill him. He will never die in the hands of anybody. He can choose his death. Any day he can withdraw. That is the boon granted to him by his father. So, Bhishma, there in the battlefield, fell down on the battleground and was waiting for this auspicious day. He was lying down on the bed of arrows, heavily bleeding, waiting for this day, because if anyone leaves the body during this period, as per the tradition, will attain heaven, will reach heaven, will be liberated. That is the traditional interpretation. Therefore, Bhishma's life is also associated with Sankranti. And the third, you must all have heard of an emperor by name Bali, B-A-L-I. Emperor Bali is a king of sacrifice. He is known for his kindness and compassion for his subjects. All people are said to have been in comfort, total security and safety during his regime. As the epic says that Bali has taken care of his children, of his subjects, people, as his own children. Therefore, Emperor Bali was so endearing to everybody. It is on this day he comes back and goes on distributing gifts to everybody. This is the season of Tyaga, sacrifice. Dana, charity. We have got to be charitable. Give gifts. Bali. Bali stands for supreme sacrifice. Of the 3 days of festival Sankranti, the first day is called Bhogi. B-H-O-G-I. Bhogi. First day. Bhogi represents bhoga or prosperity or plenty. Therefore, as we have got full of grain at home, in our granaries, as we have got enough of food to share, enough of money to share, this is the best season to do it. So, Bhogi is the season when we will have all bhoga, plenty and prosperity, to do tyaga or sacrifice. Or else, Bhogi turns into a rogi or a patient. So we are not to be rogis or patients. All of us are really bhogis, enjoy. What for? To be tyagis, to be one of sacrifice. That's Emperor Bali coming back on this day to see his people how happy they are, to bless his people whom he always considered as his own children, is the secret, is the significance behind the celebration of Sankranti. Then I can also give you another interpretation of this festival. My friends, let me remind you once again, every time I am not tired to tell this, all the points are gathered from Sai literature only. It's not my hallucination or imagination. I am not given to that as yet by His grace. These are the things collected from His discourses. Well, Sankranti festival is a beautiful festival. If you go to villages, you'll be thrilled and excited. In cities, celebration is altogether different. In metropolis cities, better not be said. If the culture is still there, it is only in villages. If the tradition is continued down the ages, it is because of rural areas. During this season, you find every resident in front of their house, they will have beautiful design, rangoli, R-A-N-G-O-L-I. Beautiful design. And they make beautiful decoration in front of their residences. Prior to that, they will sprinkle water mixed with the dung, D-U-N-G, cow dung. Cow dung is mixed in water and sprinkled in front of the residences. It may seem to be quite funny, but scientifically speaking, cow dung is the one that acts as antibacterial in its action. Cow dung is antibacterial. Therefore, this cow dung water is sprinkled in front of every residence in every village. After that, they will decorate it with rangoli or beautiful design. Over that, they keep cow dung made into balls. 3 balls, cow dung balls, let us put it that way. 3 cow dung balls are kept on the design. On these cow dung balls, pumpkin flowers are kept. Pumpkin flowers. These 3 cow dung balls kept on the design in front of every residence have specific names. One ball is called Go, meaning cow. The other cow dung ball is Gopala, Krishna himself. The third one is Govardhana, the mountain lifted by Krishna himself. Therefore, the 3 cow dung balls represent Go, Gopala, Govardhana. The cow, Krishna, and Govardhana mountain. And they dance around these cow dung balls and the beautiful design in front of their houses. It's very unfortunate that these things are being forgotten day by day. How it was during our younger days is totally different from what it is today. Life has become synthetic or artificial. There's nothing that is genuine. There's nothing that is real. That's why life has become so miserable today. And during the Sankranti season, what happens is, we find some persons, trainers, specially dressed with some turban-like thing, with colorful attire, with a whip. He is called Gangi, G-A-N-G-I, Gangi. He will bring along with him a bull, which is also specially decorated. This trainer, Gangi, with the bull, they will be visiting every residence. And this man will be singing. And the bull is so trained to dance accordingly. It's not that we only have learned how to dance and steps. Animals can do much better. In exact precision. We may go wrong, animals will never go wrong. They don't need long period of training. But we need long period of training and we commit some mistakes and we make a business of our dance. Animals don't. So this bull dances to the tune of this Gangi, the trainer. What is the song? It is sung in Ramayana. The happy divine wedlock of Rama and Sita, the celestial wedlock. Why that only Rama, Sita, why not someone else? It only means it is a sort of a blessing. May the residents here, the husband and wife, be like Rama and Sita. Rama and Sita, they lived in such a way, in total harmony, in total agreement. Whatever Sita desired, Rama fulfilled. Whatever Rama thinks, Sita will immediately act upon it. They are one in two different bodies. Therefore, during this season, as the trainer sings, the bull dances, the sung Ramayana will be heard by everybody, blessing the residents to be like Rama and Sita. Things are not done with just like that. Every celebration has a meaning behind it. Every celebration has significance behind it. That's the reason why the celebrations happen every year with all commitment. Religiously they do it necessarily. There's one thing that's very interesting. And another interesting thing during Sankranti is this. Till seeds, T-I-L, till seeds and jaggery mix is specially made. Till seeds jaggery mix which is specially made will be just thrown onto the fields, spread out all over the field, and the cows are fed with this till jaggery mix. Why, useless fellows, why should they do it? Why after all? Till seeds and jaggery mix as if it is a perfect combination. It tastes well also. I don't have a sample to distribute here. I wish I were to have it. Next year let me try. Better like next time. A beautiful combination. Jaggery and thin seeds. Very good, very highly delicious. And the cows are fed with that. Why cows when we are here? We are here ready to eat throughout the year. Why cows on that day? We have to understand that we have to be very grateful to cows. It is the milk of the cow that nurtures our body, which is responsible for our strength and our physique. Milk is very important. And not only that, the 4 feet of the cow represents 4 Vedas. And the cow stands for sattvic nature or pious quality. It is for this reason we express our gratitude to the cow, which has helped us in several possible ways. We thank it, thank every cow. As a matter of gratitude, cows are decorated and fed with jaggery till mix. It is interesting. It has got a meaning also. Jaggery represents love. Till seeds represent friendliness. Love and friendliness. Just some mix is thrown on the field, just like a spray. And cattle are fed with this mix. What does it mean? We should be loving towards our cattle. We should love all these animals. We should love the whole creation. After all, oh man, understand that you belong to the entire cosmos. Do not identify yourself with humanity only. You are part of this entire creation. You are a member of the plant world. You are a member of the animal world. Mountains belong to you. Valleys belong to you. Flowers belong to you. birds belong to you. You are one in this entire universe. This is what oneness is. Oneness does not mean that we all join together, shout some slogans. It is not oneness. It is political oneness. Political. So true oneness meant that I am one in this organic world. I am very friendly with the land. I love water. So this, my friends, this is an expression of gratitude to nature. Sankranti calls for respect, adoration, gratitude to nature. If we are really grateful to nature, if we are really thankful to nature, there would not have been problems like air pollution, water pollution, land pollution, soil pollution, noise pollution, with no solution to any pollution. But this has been the situation. Why don't we love our nature? Why don't we respect the water given to us? As Bhagavan says, one may live for a couple of days without food, but one cannot live without water. Water is life. We have got to be very careful with water such that it is not polluted. This Sankranti wants us, demands us to be highly respectful, grateful, and take every step necessary to see that the water is not polluted. We have got to be respectful to Mother Earth because the till jaggery mix is spread all over the field, indicating I am grateful to Mother Earth, to the land. I am not here. I am not here to pollute the land. Or what I say, soil pollution either. No. Therefore, Sankranti is a sort of reverential, worshipful, respectful celebration of nature. Thanking God for all the five elements given to humanity for his use. This is one aspect of Sankranti. Then another thing, this is the season when rice and jaggery, special preparation, something like your rice pudding, rice and jaggery. Some may be wondering that I may be talking like a cook. I am not. Yet, though I want to be, I am not. But I know only one thing to do, that is how to make instant coffee. That I know. The other things I do not know. So, during this season, the rice and jaggery mix, special preparation, Pongal, see during birthday celebration or Shivaratri celebration or Akhanda bhajan, sweet rice is distributed. You understand? That's Pongali, sweet rice preparation. That's made during this season. Cows are fed with this. People eat it. Why? Because it speaks of harmony. Harmony, unity. Rice and jaggery mix represents unity. It represents harmony, love in the family. Therefore, my friend, Sankranti is not simply a celebration like any other. It has got so many beautiful aspects associated with certain of the things that we do during this celebration. Above all, now let's go to the spiritual aspects of the celebration. I dealt so far the social aspects, the religious, ritualistic, traditional aspects behind the celebration of Sankranti. Now let me bring to your attention certain spiritual aspects of Sankranti. Three are very important during this season. Of course, every day they are important. More so during this. Someone asked me, why should you go to Baba's temple on Thursday only? Why not Friday or Monday? Why not? Why only Thursday? I told him, at least on Thursday go. at least. At least. Such that it becomes a habit. You will be visiting temple every day. If we give exemption, any day during your lifetime, well, he may meet God next life. Next life. So at least once a week, Sunday, church. Why? Why not Thursday, Friday? No. At least one day if you learn to pray every day. You learn to kneel down and offer your prayers to our Lord every day. That is the purpose or meaning behind this. Sankranti is a season when we pay our respects to Prakriti, that is a nature. Prakriti is nature. P-R-A-K-R-I-T-H-I. Prakriti, nature. We are very grateful to this nature. The second, this is an occasion to think of Parameshwara, Purusha, God himself. Purusha is God. Prakriti is nature. To put it in other words, creation and creator. Some people think the creation, after all, is dull, inert, passive, useless. Creator is very important. Understand, creation and creator, they represent something like reflection. Creator is reflected in the form of creation. You cannot humiliate or you cannot insult your own reflection, do you? Just try tomorrow morning or this afternoon, before coming for darshan, as you comb your hair, as you give final touch-up before you leave house. Just look into the mirror, spit on your own reflection. Do you do that? Though our reflection deserves it, we don't do it. We don't do it. Because we look so handsome and we consider ourselves very important, though we are not. There are many people that say you are not, why do you waste your time? We love our own reflection. We love our own voice. We love our own face. Perhaps God thought this is the way how to make people survive, to live. So you don't ignore, you don't deny, you don't insult your own reflection. You do not. Similarly, Creator's reflection is creation which cannot be neglected or denied, misused or abused. Impossible. We are not supposed to do it. విభుడు వెలుగుచుండు విశ్వమందు, విభుడు వెలుగుచుండు విశ్వమందు, విశ్వమెప్పుడు వెలుగు విభునియందు, విశ్వ విభుని మైత్రి శాశ్వతము, విశ్వ విభుని మైత్రి శాశ్వతము, విశ్వ విభుని మైత్రి శాశ్వతము. విశ్వమందెప్పుడు వెలుగుచుండు విభుడు. God shines, God's resplendence, God's radiance, God's effulgence is noticed in this creation. The creation cannot exist without Creator. విశ్వమందెప్పుడు వెలుగుచుండు విభుడు. Vibhudu meaning God. Vishwa, world. God shines brilliantly in this world. Vishwamandu veluguchundu vibhudu. Vibhuniyandu vishwamu veluguchundu. The universe is in God. See that. God is in the creation, creation is in the Creator. Well, there is no choice for you, my friend. Both are important. They are inseparable. Something like a picture printed on a paper. A picture printed on a paper cannot be separated from the paper. Impossible. Picture is creation. Paper is Creator, inseparable. inseparable. Therefore, this Sankranti is a season to think of the unity of Creator and creation. Both are one. Because Bhagavan said one time, I very well remember, talking to chemistry students, you all know the formula of water, H2O. Very good. It's not H3O, it's not H2O2, it is H2O. Come on, there is shortage of water. You know the formula. Manufacture sufficient drinking water in your laboratory. Impossible. You cannot manufacture or make water to solve this water problem. But who made water there in the rivers? Who made water there in the sea? Cataracts, waterfalls. Who made water there? H2O in perfect combination. God, that's all. Let us understand this. So creation is perfect. Perfection is creation. Simple example. The two eyes that we have, the two hands that we have are perfect, working in total coordination. Supposing there is some problem, some artificial limb is fixed. Artificial is just artificial. No artificial thing can work like anything that is naturally designed or naturally gifted to you. God's creation is like that. Some doctors tell me, as they open the body, during surgery, they tell me, it's most wonderful, unbelievable to see how the different parts of the body are arranged, packed nicely. While we fellows cannot pack our suitcase. God has packed so nicely in our body, so nicely, without any traffic jam. There are arteries and veins, impure blood and pure blood flowing continuously, no traffic jam. Going on well, no holiday. The machines don't work after some time, but our machine works till the end, as He designed, as He decided. So, God's creation is marvelous. We cannot explain. Stand in front of ocean. Stand in front of ocean or plenty of water or waterfalls. You cannot but admire God. Look at the sky. Look at the clouds, how beautiful they are. You will be lost in ecstasy. You'll be rapturous watching the clouds passing by. What a beauty is there in nature. Therefore, this is a season to think of Srishti, the creation, where you see God hidden, Creator. Creator has taken upon Himself this veil of creation. Something like bride who will have beautiful veil covering her face. So this beautiful veil is creation. And you have God there hidden. God is not in a temple. God is not in a synagogue or a monastery. God is in nature. The whole nature is a reflection of God. This is the idea that should get into our minds. Then what is our role? Srishti, creation. Parameshwara, Srishtikarta, creator. Then how about us, we the individuals? We the individuals are not simply products of the dust. We should never say, dust thou art, dust thou returnest. No. We are much more than that. Baba always says, you are sparks of the divine. Mamaivamsho jivaloke jivabhuta sanatana. Mamaivamsho, you are the sparks of the divine. To consider, after all, I am nobody, I am worse than that. Self-condemnation is equally bad. Unfortunately, we come across some people, they go on condemning themselves. It's wrong. We don't have to condemn ourselves, no. Because you are spark of the divine. You and the divine are one and the same. This is the spiritual purpose. This is the spiritual task or spiritual practice or sadhana that we have to do so as to realize the unity of the individual soul with the cosmic soul. To quote Bhagavan, my friends, I'll give you an example. God in an individual is in the form of conscience. Conscience is the divine at the level of an individual. But God spread all over. God present everywhere. Divinity in its totality is consciousness. So consciousness is divinity in its totality, in its fullness, in its completeness. And the same God at the individual level is conscience. Our job as spiritual seekers, our job as we pass through the process of sadhana or spiritual practice, to know the identity of the individual soul with the cosmic soul. You are not separate from God. Baba declares emphatically on every occasion to remind us that you are not separate from God, that you and God are one. In the recent discourse, he has gone a step further and said, if anyone asks you, who are you? You should say, I am God. Of course, we are not yet prepared to say that. Let me be very honest. You will be in a position to say, I am God, if only you find your identity with God. The individual soul and the cosmic soul or the universal soul are not different. The individual soul is Jivatma or conscience. The cosmic soul is Paramatma or consciousness. Jivatma, the conscience, individual soul, Paramatma, the cosmic soul, consciousness are not different. Swami, how am I to understand? Now he gives one example. You have a balloon. A balloon is full of air. You saw beautiful balloons, Swami releasing beautiful balloons, colorful balloons. Each balloon has a definite color, has a definite size. That is the body. Balloon is the body with a definite complexion, with a different size, just as all of us, height, weight, chest, the medical checkup. Yes, this is the body balloon. And the air in the balloon is conscience. Sir, there is no air in the balloon. All right, put it on the ground, throw it away. This is the body, there is no air in this body. Finish. Problem is solved once for all. So it is the air that sustains the body. It is the air that maintains the body. It is the air that is a sign of life in the form of breath, inhalation and exhalation. So the breath in me, the life in me is conscience, which is encased, which is present, the one divine within me. That is conscience, while the body is the balloon. It is truly speaking balloon, though we don't realize it. It's so difficult to accept it as a balloon because it's full of air now. It will be too late when we know that, because by that time it will be deflated. Too late. Now we are in inflated position. The date of deflation is known to God. Therefore, when once this balloon bursts, what happened? The air is released out. Air within the balloon is released out. Soon after, the balloon bursts. What will happen to the air? This air within the balloon will merge into the air around. Why? That air is not different from this air. Only that air is pumped into the balloon. When balloon bursts, this and that are one. Tattvamasi. Tat, that air all around. Tvam, the air in the balloon, are one and the same. Asi, tattvamasi. That thou art. We run after Bhagavan. We read his literature time and again. We love his message. Why? Because most complicated philosophical dicta or doctrines are conveyed in the simplest way ever possible. It is only given to Bhagavan Baba to explain in such a simple way. While we are clever enough to complicate simple things, while here is Bhagavan who will simplify things for our understanding. So our job as a seeker, as a devotee, in our sadhana, that we start from now on during this auspicious season of Sankranti, is to realize that the individual self, our conscience, is same as the cosmic self, our consciousness. Conscience and consciousness are one and the same. Only conscience has got the body with a name and a form. Consciousness has no name and form. Then the problem is, if both are same, why don't we know? That's the next question. If conscience and consciousness are same, why don't I know that? How am I to know it? Who is preventing me from knowing it? Baba gives the answer, it is the mind. It is the mind that makes you feel that you are separate. There are some people, they feel that they are extraordinary. Nothing extraordinary in him, but he feels very important, VIP. Very insignificant person, huh? Very insignificant. No, that's mind after all. The mind will not allow you to think that the conscience and consciousness are one. No. Mind will always make you feel that you are distinct, that you are separate, high level, and that you are unique, extraordinary. So the trouble is with the mind. It is the mind that will not allow me to understand that I am God. It is the mind that will not allow me to experience that unity. Why? Because I am safe with my ego. Mind, ego are one and the same. You may call it, or illusion, these are all same. Illusion, delusion, or mind, or ego, one and the same. So I am very comfortable with my ego, because people treat me, please come on sir, please have your seat, very good. I'm fine. So why should I lose my ego? When I have some special seat and extra courtesies and some extra respect, all right, nice with my ego. So we are happy and comfortable with ego and lead an egoistic life, and we are not prepared to live it. And not only that, the mind also develops a sort of a personality. It is all of our own imagination. The mind makes you think that you are special. The mind will make you think that you are great. It is all some personality, built-up personality, imaginary personality, illusory personality. When once that illusory or imaginary personality of your own making by the mind is affected, then you are irritated. There at the VIP gate, if they say me, tell me, sir, no, come that way. What? Why that gate? What is the problem? That's also gate. Why? Because my ego is affected. My ego, problem, ego. There are some people that say, you see that, oh, Swami spoke to me, you know that? Why should I know when he spoke to you? Huh? Some people go to the extent of even stopping the traffic and tell, this is the watch given by Swami. So what? So what? That's my question. Why he gave you, why he spoke to you are best known to Swami. To repair you. How do I know that? To repair. You are not in proper condition. So he wants to put you in condition. So he has got his own ways. Yes. Because when he talks to you in public, you are already egoistic. When he talks in public, right, you will have your chair by the side of Hanuman in the Hillview Stadium. The climax of ego. Then he will make you slowly come down. Slowly. Something like parasailing. Something like parachutes. As this fellow starts coming down, his personality is affected. His ego is affected. He starts crying. We are helpless. As you climb the mountain, you have to get down also. Journey implies both. Going up, coming down. This is totality of journey. It's not one part. Therefore, my friends, mind is not prepared to accept the other side of the coin. It always wants fine things. I should be comfortable. Next point, I should only be the comfortable man. You see that? This is all game of the mind, which will not allow us to think that we are divine. Therefore, this season of Sankranti calls for three things to be adopted, to be taken up immediately. One, understanding the mind. Understanding the mind. Let us understand the mind first. What? Understanding the mind? What do you mean by that? What I mean is, I think I am the mind. That's wrong. This is my mind, I am separate from my mind. My hand, I am separate from my hand. My leg, I am different from my leg. Similarly, mind is also different from you. What? How can that be different from me? What nonsense you are speaking on a Sunday like this? Simple example. If you are the mind, please examine yourself. While you are in deep sleep, what we call sushupti, deep sleep, a time when you will not have any kind of dreams or anything like that. No. Dreamless state, peaceful state, sound sleep, sushupti, deep sleep. Where is the mind? Where is the mind? If you think you are the mind should exist in deep sleep state also. Where is the mind? You may say, yes, there is the mind where it has been. You may tell me, sir, there is the mind where it has been. No. If the mind is present in deep sleep state, you should be able to report to me what happened during that state. Had a nice sleep? Oh yes, very good sleep. How was it? Supposing I ask you, had a nice sleep last night? Oh, good. What happened? How good it was? Please tell me. Is it something like a Sprite or Coca-Cola? Or a pie? Or milkshake? Please tell me how you enjoyed your deep sleep. You cannot say, because mind is absent there. Mind is withdrawn. Mind is passive, actionless. There is no mind in deep sleep. Therefore, you cannot say what happened in the deep sleep. You can say what happened in the dream. Some people tell me, sir, I saw you in my dream last night. That fellow thinks that I'll be happy. But I tell him, Arey, what is it? I'm still in this body. You don't have to see me in your dream. You can see me here. Still time. Still time. Why did you dream me after all? You can come and meet me anytime. So, what all that I dream, I'll be able to tell you. I met so-and-so. I spoke to him. I saw so many things. I was in White House in my dream. Why not? I was in the White House there, Washington. Why not? Dream. No passport, no visa, no ticket are necessary. I can go there. Why not? So, you can report your dream experiences. Dream experiences are reported. Why? How? Because of the mind there. In a dream state also, mind exists in active state. Therefore, the dream you are going to tell, this had happened, this had happened. Yes? So, dreaming state comes under the purview of the mind. While this is the waking state, of course, some may be sleeping. This is the waking state. And in this waking state, we see each other. And we also look at the watch when the talk would come to a close. And we'd also like to whisper into neighbor's ear telling what is the date of journey. Or what is the pizza day there in the canteen. So all that you do, what happened yesterday, what is happening now, what happened this morning, you are able to say. Why? Because mind is very, very active. So waking state comes under the domain of mind. The dreaming state also comes under the domain or purview of mind. But deep sleep, mind cannot say. Because it is withdrawn totally. So if you are the mind, you should have it there. So you are not the mind. Then once we understand that, we will really experience that the conscience and consciousness, the individual soul and the cosmic soul are one and the same. Only difference is this: deep sleep is a natural event. I go to sleep, deep sleep, good, naturally. No one is pushing me into the deep sleep state. No one is pushing me. Like some of our friends, Sevadal, they don't do it. There are no Sevadal to push me into deep sleep state. Thank God. We are safe there. And if they push me, I will see in my dreaming state. In dream state, I will see what they can do. So, my point of view, my friends, is this. This mind has to be withdrawn, has to be made passive with effort. Because there in the deep sleep, mind is withdrawn effortlessly. You don't go to the sleep and say, oh mind, get out. You don't say. Do you say that? If you say that, better you consult psychiatrist. So we don't tell, oh mind, get out. You don't say that. It is withdrawn effortlessly, naturally, on its own. But if you are capable of withdrawing your mind right now by a particular method, when you are a yogi, you are a sadhaka, or aspirant or seeker. What is the method to withdraw the mind? What is the method? What is the method to withdraw the mind? What is the method to make the mind passive? What is the method to silence the mind? The only method is meditation. Meditation. So meditation means withdrawal of the mind. Meditation means thoughtless state. Some people say, Anil Kumar, in meditation I saw different colors. Thank you, see some more colors. Because you want to be colorful. And you want colorful. All right, continue. In meditation, nothing appears. In meditation, nothing happens. In meditation, no one appears. In meditation, nothing happens because it is thoughtless state, or a state in which mind is withdrawn. That is meditation. Though I said ago previously, I am tempted to say once again, meditation classes, 250 rupees in 20 days. Meditation classes are held, charge 250 in 20 days. Well, I wonder, see, looking at those advertisements, because do you think that the saints and sages can't afford 250 rupees? Why should they go to the forest and spend time in penance? Why? We don't have common sense. What to do? Just as we can purchase anything, we want to buy meditation also. Meditation can't be bought. Meditation is not taught. Meditation is not given. Meditation is not mechanical. Some people say, I meditate between 4 to 5. Yeah, railway timetable or what? So meditation is not mechanical. Meditation is not taught. Meditation is not done. Meditation is not a process to be given, exported or imported. Meditation doesn't give you anything because it is nothingness, because thoughtlessness. So what is to be done then? If nobody can teach me, if nobody can allow me to buy it, what am I to do now? Meditation is a process of turning inward. Turning inward is meditation. What? Yes, it is. We are outward. The eyes see what all present in front. The ears hear what all the sound around. The 5 senses are like windows that are in contact with the 5 elements, that they are in contact with the whole world. They have to be withdrawn now. That's why in meditation people close their eyes. They close their eyes, meaning they withdraw. They don't want to see this multiplicity or plurality or diversity. When I open my eyes, I see you so many. Then once I close my eyes, totally dark, oneness. You understand that? Therefore, to know that oneness, one has to withdraw the vision, and so one closes their eyes. One prefers to be alone because the sounds of music, the pop music, the video and the TV and the radio disturbs. So you want to be alone so that you don't want to hear any other sound. Then starts inquiry. Am I the body? Am I the mind? Am I the intellect? Who am I? Who am I? Am I this body? If I am this body, I should continue to live. If I am the body, I should continue to look handsome, but that's not so. The photographs tell me that I am not. Maybe 30 years ago, perhaps possible. So, we are what we were. We are not what we were 25 or 30 years ago. People are quite anxious to meet us 25 years ago. They are quite anxious to avoid us today. To avoid us. Because we are not that presentable as we want to be. So that which changes is not you. Is not you. The body goes on changing. How can you be the body? A curly hair replaced by bald head. A thin body, so handsome, all of a sudden turns into a body like a pumpkin or a question mark. So as to be called by Bhagavan, you are like a pakoda. And Swami also goes to the extent of saying, this fellow 2 months old, gynae case. That fellow 4 months old, gynae case, 9 months, 8 months. So what is this? 20 years ago you don't have anything, you're quite normal. Now, that's it. So that which goes on changing with the times is not you, please understand it. So you are not the body. And you are not the mind, because mind is not there in the deep sleep. So you are not the body, you are not the mind, then who are you? As this question goes on, repeated time and again, the moment comes when question stops, the answer reveals itself. The question stops and the answer reveals itself that you are divine. So long the question still hangs over, you should continue to do it. You should continue to investigate. You should continue to explore. You should be in constant quest as to stop question. When question stops, the quest begins. So you'll be in continuous quest, then it happens. I tell you, if you go on thinking, when thoughts will stop, they will be double this time. The moment when you decide to stop thoughts, terrific speed. Nothing doing, I control my thought. Jumbo jet speed, all thoughts, that. Because mind is not that simple. It will revolt. Therefore, first understand the mind. That is to be done first of all. That I am not the body. It is all the mind that is making hell out of heaven, heaven out of hell. Manayeva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayo. Let me understand my mind. Then second, transform the mind. Understand the mind. Second, transform the mind. I must transform the mind. How? The mind is full of desires, bundle of desires. Something like threads closely interwoven into a cloth. The desires are so closely interwoven as to make the mind. So how to transform my mind? I cannot kill it. Mind is like an Alsatian dog. The more you want to fight it with it, it will jump, that's all. It will not leave you. I had such bitter experiences in the past. Yes. If you want to run away, it will run faster than you. Yes. It must have been the experience of many people, though they do not agree. So it's like an Alsatian dog. You cannot fight with an Alsatian. You can tame it. Befriend it. Likewise, you understand the mind, then transform the mind. The mind full of desires. Let the desire be not of the world. Let me desire to have Baba's darshan. Let me desire to go to Baba. Let me desire to have an interview with him. Let me desire to sing his glory. Let me desire to speak about him. All desires just to divert this way. When roads are under repair, there will be a board to all vehicles. Take diversion. Road is under repair. Take diversion. Similarly, you don't stop your journey. You continue journey. Take another diversion, another route. Likewise, let there be desires, but all the desires will be transformed. What is your desire now? To go to Prashanti Nilayam. What is your desire now? To pray for the first row. What is your desire now? So that I will be able to see him completely. I'll be able to see his feet. So let all these desires be directed that way. Something like when there is a train accident, there will be another route, the trains have to be diverted. So let all our desires be diverted towards God, which they have been running along the Eastern Railway, Southern Railway, Southeastern Railway. No. Let all the trains run along the Sai way, not Southern way or Eastern ways. Sai way. So by directing our desires that way, you can transform your mind. Diversion of the mind is a real transformation. Divert. Yes. And I have been talking with everybody. Divert. Let me talk about him. Let me talk about Bhagavan, that's all. I have been inquiring about who is he, who is that. No. Hereafter, let me listen to the miracles experienced by other devotees. What sadhana they are doing it. So let all my talk be not mundane hereafter. Let that be totally spiritual from now on. So divert your mind. That's how you can transform your desire, your avocation, your profession. I have been doing my work all through, using all my skills and talents. Let that be, oh God, let my work be pleasing unto you. Sarva karma bhagavat prichartham. Oh God, let my work be blessed by you. That is what we call transformation of the mind. Understand the mind, transform the mind. The third one, transcend the mind. Transcend the mind, meaning beyond the mind. Beyond the mind. Even if Swami asks you, what do you want? You can say, Swami, what is there to ask? What is there? That should be a situation. But now it is not that. If Swami asks you, what do you want? Please, Swami, I have got a list to give you. You cannot ask me like that all of a sudden. You give me just 24 hours time. I'll make notes of it and present it tomorrow. Can't say, what do you want? So, a time when we don't ask for anything, meaning you have transcended your mind. When desirelessness is transcendence of the mind. Desirelessness is real transcendence. So long it is desireful, it is indulgence. Indulgence, desireful mind. Whereas desirelessness is transcendence of the mind. When once you transcend the mind, what happens? The individual soul conscience and the cosmic soul consciousness are one. Both are one. Oh Lord, you and I are one. The kingdom of heaven is within you. I was thinking that I'm in the light is in me. Now I understand that I am the light. I have been thinking till now that I am that. I have been thinking till now that I am God. No, there is only God, I do not exist. Only God, I do not exist. This is the spiritual dimension of Sankranti festival. My friends, I am so happy that you are all present here. And as I read somewhere, some people asked me yesterday, a friend, Anil Kumar, why not people think this way? Why not people are peaceful? Why not people are loving? Why not? Why not? This being ashram, why people are not like that? Some people asked me. Well, I told him, what is an ashram? Ashram provides you with an opportunity to evolve by yourself. It provides ambience or surrounding or climate for you to evolve all by yourself. If you don't allow yourself to be transformed, none can help you. God helps those who help them evolve much on and on. Such that as to realize that the drop is the ocean, that the spark is the fire, that I and you are one. To that state as to say, oh God, you only are, while I am not. May Bhagavan bless you. Thank you very much. Sai Narayana, Narayana, Sai Narayana, Narayana, Satya Narayana, Narayana, Satya Narayana, Narayana, Satya Narayana, Narayana, Sai Narayana, Narayana, Janalola Priya Narayana, Janalola Priya Narayana, Dina Bala Jaya Narayana, Dina Bala Jaya Narayana, Sai Narayana, Narayana, Hari Hari, Sai Narayana, Narayana, Satya Narayana, Narayana, Hari Hari Hari, Satya Narayana, Narayana, Hari, Sai Narayana, Narayana, Janalola Priya Narayana, Hari, Janalola Priya Narayana, Hari, Dina Bala Jaya Narayana, Dina Bala Jaya Narayana, Sai Narayana, Narayana, Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Yodirgamaya Mrutyorma Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. सच्चाई बाबा जी की जय बोलो, भगवान श्री सच्चाई बाबा जी की जय बोलो, भगवान श्री सच्चाई बाबा जी की। गॉड ब्लेस यू, हैप्पी संक्रांति।
Oh